Mitch Spence ready to go. And we're going to be underway with a first pitch that is a called strike from Doug Eddings, who's the crew chief. 81 degrees at game time.
Right foot to the backstop.
Pena puts it in play, and a sliding play by Max Schumann will retire Jeremy Pena to start this game. Skies that one on a 3-2 delivery. Third baseman Max Muncy backs up on the edge of the dirt grass cutoff and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Altuve playing second base in the game tonight. Hits the ball high and deep to left field, and on his first at bat in Sacramento, Altuve connects on number 11 on the season, and the Astros in front 1-0.
It does not matter where they put this team. As long as they're wearing the green and gold, he is going to get hits. He's been smashing the ball in the last 21 games. Last 21 games, he came into this game with 6. Now in the last 22 games, he's got 7 bombs. That ball raked out of here in a hurry.
Altuve's second pitch seen in this stadium, and he goes deep. You can see no reset day back in the lineup here to start out this 4-game series. And he sends one to center, but this is popped in the air, playable for J.J. Bleday, and he will make the catch for the final out. Lawrence Butler will be the first batter he faces, and Butler goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. Tonight to start this series, but McCullers goes on the IL. Ground ball to the right side, played there by Christian Walker, and that's the first out. Butler grounds out 3 unassisted. And behind the plate is Victor Caratini. Guillorme with a bare hand play gets Jacob Wilson. How about that play by Luis Guillorme coming in from third base.
And Gusto.
Strike 3 call, top of the zone. Gusto gets Tyler Soderstrom looking, and a strong start to this one.
Told yesterday, but ready to go and give this team a chance to win today.
Jake Myers hits a line drive over the head of Max Schumann. Schumann tried to make a stab at that, but it just went above his glove. So Jake, who came in third in the major leagues in road batting average, hit hard, but the third baseman makes the play. Muncy, and Jake Myers went too far off of first base and gets doubled up.
There's some golden opportunities in this rotation.
Ground ball right side. That'll be a base hit for Caratini, so the Astros with their second hit of the inning.
Got through pretty quick.
There's a ball into left field. The Sacramento native Mauricio Dubon will head to second base, and he's got a big cheering section from Honduras to Sacramento. Now his first at bat in his U.S. hometown. Guillorme goes down on strike. Spence picks up a strikeout to strand 2 runners in scoring position. Astros still lead 1-0. It'll be Rooker, Nick Kurtz, and Max Muncy here in the second inning. First pitch swinging. Rooker puts a charge into this one to left center. Mauricio Dubon cuts across and makes a fine defensive play. Dubon in his homecoming game already has a double and a nice play in left center. Has played 33 big league games so far. This one grounded towards the middle. Altuve with a nice backhand play, and his throw is in time. Jose Altuve flashing some leather defensively as well on the infield for the Dodgers.
This is weird.
Crazy, right? Little chopper, who wants it? Gusto thought that Walker was going to go grab that baseball, and once Walker went to the bag, Ryan had no shot. Called third strike, dotted him up on the outside corner. Bleday questions Doug Eddings about the call. That's 2 strikeouts for Gusto. Here is Jeremy Pena trying to add to that hit total. Grounds 1 to third. Glove there by Max Muncy, who will spin and throw. And Pena retired for the first out. Continues to lead the league in pitches per plate appearance. Puts this one in fair territory on the ground. Max Muncy making both plays in the inning. And there's 2 away here in the third. And he sends this one into shallow left, coming on Soderstrom, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 3. Shows he and Nick Kurtz did not have an at-bat in that series in Houston. This will be Guillorme barehanding again. His hands are so good. Luis Guillorme, 2 bare hand plays, getting Jacob Wilson in the first. Swing and a miss. Gusto picking up his first swinging strikeout. That's 3 in the game, 2 outs in the inning. Thursday, a couple of lefties back to back. Little tapper to the right side. Altuve is there and he boots it, but he still, oh no, he could have recovered and still made the play, but he actually booted it twice. Wilson, who rarely strikes out, second hardest player in baseball to strike out behind Luis Arraez, goes down on 3 pitches here.
In case some of the grass doesn't develop or goes away, but it looks beautiful right now.
That's a base hit for Christian Walker coming off the off day yesterday. Walker leads off the 4th inning with a single to left. Ground ball towards short. Wilson will go to second for 1, and they turn the double play on Myers. 6-4-3, 4th 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Road this year. Cam hits the ball down the line and left, and that is going to be a fair ball, and Cam Smith's going to head to second base with a 2-out double. Astros have their second hit of the inning. It's a double for Cam. Grounds this one to the second baseman, Max Schumann, and he'll make the play for the final out of the inning. 2 more hits for the Astros, no runs scored, 1 man left on base. They seem to be in sync in the first 3 innings. That one a looper. Can Guillorme get back there? Still going. What a play by Luis Guillorme! Unbelievable acrobatic catch in shallow left field. He went tumbling and hit the ground hard.
Body at this baseball like he was. He called off Dubon and then leapt, reached, grabbed, and maintained the catch. This is remarkable. Your hand where you know you're trying to catch the ball, so you know you don't have to look into the glove.
Well, that 3 of his 5 strikeouts are called third strikes, getting Rooker looking on a pitch of the knees. Kansas City. And he goes down on strikes. Ryan Gusto looking great tonight in Sacramento, California. Half-dozen strikeouts with a double his first at bat. Also made a nice running catch. 3-star catch in left center. Pokes this one into center, coming on J.J. Bleday, and he'll put that one away. There's a ball in the right field, and that's Luis Guillorme's first hit as an Astro. Guillorme with the defensive gem, and now a base hit in the top half of the 5th this series. And Pena goes down on strikes. Spence picks up his second strikeout. Now 2 outs in the inning.
Go 3-2, 2 outs, but man.
Spence wanted that, didn't get the call. This will be his 22nd pitch of the inning. And that one's chopped. Fair ball, long throw by Muncy, and in time to get Altuve. What a play by Max Muncy. Got him. Matches his career high with 7 strikeouts, doing so in back-to-back starts. Strikeouts in his last 8 outs. That ball drilled deep to right field. We could have a tie game, and that one is gone. J.J. Bleday connects on home run number 8 of the season on a 3-2 pitch. And the A's have tied up the game here in the 5th inning.
Four-seam fastball. Kind of on that inner third, and Bleday pulled the hands in and launched it. You'll see it right here on our MD Anderson strike zone. They wanted that one away. It stayed in. And Bleday elevated it.
Bleday has 6 of his 8 home runs against righties, but coming in batting just. McIver sends one to right, slicing shallow. Cam Smith won't be able to get there. That'll be a single for McIver. Just floated one down the line in right. Runner on the go. The pitch is down, ball 4, and the throw, which didn't need to be made, goes into center field. That's going to be a walk and an error on Caratini. Got him. Threw him his best changeup of the night potentially as Butler goes down swinging, finally winning that long battle. Ground ball towards Altuve. Jose will make the play to first, and Gusto works out of a jam. Today with a right quadricep strain. He's able to strike out Walker in his first appearance back off the IL. That's one away here in the 6th inning. All third strike. Jake didn't like that call. Wasn't handled cleanly by Willie McIver. And Myers, who rarely shows frustration with the umpire, is surprised at that call from Doug Eddings.
Oh, yeah.
Ground ball towards short. 2 big hops for Jacob Wilson, who will make the play. One rookie retires the other. That's a 1-2-3 inning for JT Ginn just off the IL. Finds out, oh, I forgot. Swing and a miss. Oker. There he is, back in his home land here in Sacramento, picking up a strikeout of the first batter he faces.
They've been so strong, but he said a big reason why is how well they get along together.
That was off the end of the bat. Some fans thought that was better struck than it was. Rooker flies out to left. That'll be out number 2. Serves to have a jersey. I'm being serious.
Yeah, for real. As many as they've got here, why isn't his here?
That one to left, and Mauricio Dubon will wait for it to come out of the Sacramento evening, and it does for the final out. And he's going to add to that with a base hit to right. Victor Caratini, a 2-for-3 night. A clean single to lead off the 7th. In the air, shallow left center, so shallow that shortstop will make the play. Jacob Wilson backs up for out number 1. Towards the middle, could be 2. Wilson will step on the bag and throw to first. That will be the 3rd double play the Astros have hit into today. In the 2nd, in the 4th, and in the 7th innings.
Can't have one of their more common late comebacks of late.
This ball is sent into right center field, down for a hit. Max Muncy leads off with a single. Jake Myers plays it back in. 1 pitch and 1 hit. Off the end of the bat, Guillorme could start a double play. That's a 5-6-3 turned by the Astros. Guillorme to Pena to Christian Walker. The Astros answer back with their own double play. On the ground, off the mound, Jeremy Pena, hard to his left, makes the play for out number 3. So Dubern works around a leadoff single. Shows on the network here for the A's as Jeremy Pena strikes out for a 2nd time. He's now 0 for 4. That's a strike. Paredes goes down looking. 4 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings for Ginn. 2 outs in the inning. And Sean Dubin the last 2. Altuve goes down. That'll be JT Ginn striking out the side here in the 8th, getting Pena, Paredes, and Altuve.
Piece as Brian King comes in for appearance number 32.
First batter he faces is hit by a pitch. Max Schumann, who drew a walk last time. Got him on 3 pitches. Bunted at the first pitch, waved to the next 2. Brian King at 3-pitch strikeout, getting Lawrence Butler for the first out. Fly ball shallow right, long run for Smith, and he will not be able to get there. Can he get the force at second? Yes, they can. Tough play for Max Schumann to try and figure out where to go as a base runner. That ball was in the air for a while. Line drive over Jose Altuve's head into right field. Wilson thought about going to 3rd. Now he's going to go, and the throw is not in time. Throw back to 2nd, safe at 2nd base. Soderstrom just gets in ahead of the throw by Luis Guillorme.
Yeah. Because he kind of hopped off the bag a little bit right there, trying to get his body under control.
Yeah, does the foot leave the bag entirely? Yes. And I think Pena still had the glove on him. It looks like the foot comes completely off.
After review, the runner came off the base. The call's overturned. The winner's out. Houston retains the challenge.
Astros have never scored a run against Miller and only have one hit. That's a call third on the outside edge. Walker didn't like that call. And he and Doug Eddings have a few words as he heads back to the dugout. Now Joe Espada getting into it.
Trading the Astros with a variety of outside edges.
Right to the third baseman. Jake Myers. Throw is high. Coming down and making the tag is Nick Kurtz for out number 2. Miller strikes out Smith. 1, 2, 3 inning. 4, 5, and 6 are due up for the A's in the bottom half of the ninth. A little bit low. That'll be a walk to start the inning. Astros have allowed a leadoff base runner on for 3 consecutive innings now.
Could have been ball 3, but instead it lets Abreu back in. That's not coming back.
Nick Kurtz just walked off this one. 3-1 final. Way up on the berm. Kurtz with his 7th home run of the season. And Brian Abreu, who's been so good all year, started to walk back to his dugout, and then he turned around and realized he is walking the wrong direction. He has to go to the outfield to his clubhouse as the A's win it 3-1 on a walk-off by Nick Kurtz here in the bottom half of the ninth. A walk and a walk-off. Abreu didn't have his great command tonight. Only 1 pitch thrown in the strike zone, and the A's win it 3-1. They have now won 4 games in a row for the first time all year. And they snap the Astros 5-game winning streak, their longest win streak of the season. Coming up on the Astros postgame show, it'll be Shelby Coppage and Josh Reddick as your hosts. Julia Morales will gather interviews in the Astros clubhouse. The postgame show presented by Whataburger starts right after this.